Education for all. This is Department of Education Region 12 School on the Air. Let's learn through Education on the Air for Grade 10 English. Good morning, our dearest Grade 10 students. This is your School on the Air in Grade 10 English. We are glad to be learning with you through radio. I am Hera Joy El Cahoy from Buayan National High School. Make sure that you are in your most comfortable place and can clearly hear our broadcast. Have you eaten your meal? In order for you to learn and understand our lesson this day properly, it would be better if you have already eaten your meal. This time, I want you to bring out your handout. Again, let me remind you that our lesson for today is about recognizing information from contextualized speech. Okay, please bring out your handout. Before we start our new lesson, may I remind you our previous lesson. Last lesson, we discussed about writing a news report. The 4 parts of news report are the following. First, headline. Second, lead paragraph. Third, body. And lastly, 4th part is the tail. I do hope that you can still remember all of those. This time, let us know the answers from your previous quiz. Can you still remember your answers? If you have a copy of your answers, please bring it out. Here are the answers in your quiz. Number 1, lead paragraph. Number 2, headline. Number 3, 50 Shabu suspects nabbed by PNP. Number 4, June 15 to 20, 2020. PNP arrested the 50 suspects and intensified its illegal drugs drive with buy-bust in the aforementioned place. Number 5, it's a series of buy-bust operations from June 15 to 20, 2020. What is your score? How many correct answers did you get? I do hope that you answered the questions well. Later, we will have a short quiz again. If you will listen very carefully and attentively to the lesson, I am sure you can answer the questions well. This time, please be ready to learn our new lesson. Are you ready? If you wanted to go to the toilet or drink water, do it now, because a few moments from now, we are going to learn our new lesson. As what I have said a while ago, our lesson for today is about recognizing information from contextualized text. Please bring out your handout so you can follow me. This is our module number 1, lesson number 2.
Grade 10 English, Quarter 1, Module 1, Lesson 2, Using Information Sources in Everyday Life.
Good morning, Grade 10 learners. I am your teacher, Miss Hera Joy El Cahoy. Our lesson is about recognizing information from contextualized speech. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to use information from speeches that can be used in everyday life. Are you ready? Please get your notebook and ballpen because we are now going to start our lesson. Welcome! You are set to discover new lesson on using information. This time, you will be learning new ways to use information from speeches as you go along this learning journey. Speech as a language refers to the means of communication by people. Speech is the expression of ideas and thoughts by means of articulate vocal sounds, or the faculty of thus expressing ideas and thoughts. These are the four basic different types of speech according to purpose. First, informative. Provides interesting and useful information to audience. Example, Municipal Health Office or MHO telling the community on a precautionary measure to avoid the spreading of virus. Second, demonstrative. Teaches you something that includes a demonstration of how to do the thing. Example, how to do proper hand washing. Third, entertainment. Provides pleasure and enjoyment that makes the audience laugh. Example, telling about a hilarious movie. Fourth, persuasive. To convince people or change in some way, to start doing something. Example, convinced to become an environmentalist. Okay, all together, let us give the four basic types of speech according to purpose. Informative speech, demonstrative speech, entertainment speech, lastly, persuasive speech. Please bring out your handout and look over this type of speech. Please follow as we go over the lesson. Let us dig deeper about the four basic types of speech according to purpose. An informative speech is one in which the speaker relays knowledge to an audience on a specific topic. There are four distinct categories of topics: things, people or places, methods, events, ideas. A demonstrative speech teaches an audience how to do a specific thing. Examples could be applying table manners, baking, organizing an event, or simply choosing an appropriate dress for an event. In demonstrative speech, the process is very important. The primary purpose of a speech to entertain is to have the audience relax, smile, and enjoy the occasion. The main purpose of an entertaining speech is a crowd pleaser and hold attention. A persuasive speech is a specific type of speech in which the speaker has a goal of convincing the audience to accept his or her point of view. The speech is arranged in such a way as to hopefully cause the audience to accept all or part of the expressed view audience. Again, speech as a language refers to the means of communication used by people. Speech is the expression of ideas and thoughts by means of articulate vocal sounds, or the faculty of thus expressing ideas and thoughts. The four basic types of speech according to purpose are the following: informative speech, demonstrative speech, entertainment speech, and lastly, persuasive speech. I hope that you have understood the lesson today in recognizing information from contextualized speech and have realized the importance of news in our daily lives. We have learned the recognizing of information from contextualized speech. We enjoyed the lesson, right? We will do the recap later after some reminders. And we are back on School on the Air in Grade 10 English. A while ago, I shared about recognizing information from contextualized speech. This time, let us do the recap. Please open your notes and let us review what you have learned today. I shared about 4 basic types of speech according to purpose: informative speech, demonstrative speech, entertainment speech, and lastly, persuasive speech. I believe you have learned a lot from the very start of our lesson. It's a pleasure that you will perfectly remember the significant points of your lesson. Now that we are done with our lesson, it is time to measure your knowledge on what you have learned today. Please bring out your 1/2 sheet of paper. Please write your name and date today. Today is... Please do not forget the lesson number for this quiz today. Module number 1, lesson number 2. Good, that is correct. Are you ready? Please set aside your notes and listen very carefully. I will be giving you 5 questions for this quiz. Listen very carefully. Identify the following examples according to text types. Write I for informative, P for persuasive, E for entertainment, and D for demonstrative. Write your answer on 1/2 sheet that you have provided. Here is question number 1. College professor lecturing on specific topic during a class. Question number 2. A lawyer giving a closing argument in court, arguing about whether the defendant is innocent or guilty of the crime. Question number 3. Chefs describing how to prepare a recipe. Question number 4. Tutors explaining how to solve mathematical equations. Question number 5. Speeches given by maids of honor or best men at weddings. That ends our short quiz for today. Have you answered all the questions, students? Make sure that you have written all the important details in your 1/2 sheet of paper. If you have more questions, please do not hesitate or include to write it down. Now, let us reveal the answers. Number 1, I. 2, P. 3, T. 4, T. And 5, I or D. This ends our discussion for today. Another lesson has been learned and understood. To further enhance your understanding on the lesson, please read your handout. As to written assignment, please read Module 1, Lesson 2 on page 14. You will be notified by your subject teacher through text message for more information and clarification. You can also send your activity to your teacher's email or send a message through Facebook. Our next lesson is constructing personal, informative speech. Make sure to stay tuned on the School on Air. Till next time, this has been your teacher on air, Miss Harajoy L. Cahoy from Buayan National High School for School on the Air in Grade 10 English. Always remember to study well. I hope to be learning with you again on our next lesson. Goodbye!
magsama sa pagsulong ng nito kalidad. Ikaw at ako, at tulungan tayo sa balita at impormasyon, sa katotohanan at kaalaman. Kasali lahat, kasama lahat.